Hello, everyone.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick.
I'm here. That's Bill.
That's my husband, Bill. Let me see if I've gone
You're
live. Okay, well, let me find it then. This crookedness drives me nuts every week. Why am I so crooked all the time? Does it go like this? Maybe it doesn't bug anyone else, but it bugs me. So, we've got Kathleen from Florida and Jackie from Pittsburgh. So we are representing the East Coast. There's Nebraska. There's some Midwest. We got France from Michigan. So happy Friday, everyone. France says happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Welcome, welcome. So actually, I just have to say, I'm really excited about this card more than normal. First of all, it's very simple, so it's like my favorite type of card. It's DSP and a sentiment, really, but it's got a little bit of a twist, and I think that's what I like about it. So, what's going on?
Oh, my phone turned.
Oh, okay.
Not you.
Hi, Marcia. So let's get going. Kathleen says it looks straight. To me, it's crooked. See how my numbers are crooked down here? That's crooked, but oh well, a little imperfection, right? There you go. I must be putting the camera on crooked or something. So, where do I want to begin? Let's just start off with saying that I'm going to be using something from the new catalog, something from the online exclusives. I'm sorry, something from the annual catalog, the mini catalog, and the online exclusives. So let me just start with that. Oh, yeah. This was supposed to be out, but I didn't have a bookmark. So if you're new, be sure to comment, like, and share. My whole goal is to get this out to more people. It helps me keep bringing content for you. If you're watching me later on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm going to be using the Kindest Expression stamp kit. So this is in our annual catalog, and I actually think this has been around a while. I can't remember, but I love this with sympathy. So I knew I wanted that. And recently I've had need for a few sympathy cards. So that's what I'm going to make today. But the card that I'm making, I want you to keep in mind that this layout will work with whatever you have. You don't have to have this. I'm just giving an example, and so that you know the dimensions. In fact, I'm going to mention this now while I'm talking about it, that if you sign up for my email, I am sending out the video, the pictures, and the dimensions of the cards in my email now. So where do I sign up? You go to piccadillystampin.blogspot.com. So you can replay this video here in a little bit, or if you've got something to write it down, it's just my name, Piccadilly Stampin'. Remember, it's no G on the end, Stampin'. .blogspot.com. Yes, Bill. And then they'll come right to your mailbox, and you can print off what you need. You can hide it in a folder, whatever. But so today's card will have that because it's just a little bit more than some of my simpler cards. Anyway, I love this set so much for every single saying in it, and I also like that it's got some larger font. As you see how they use it in here, here, oh happy day. Well, they're showing the one. I thought maybe they showed more than that on this. They're just showing one. That's stinking cute though. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to use the With Sympathy, and that's in our annual catalog. And then in the mini catalog, I went ahead and stuck this in here. I'm going to be using the Thoughtful Expressions die. Now this is new to us, and it goes with the Thoughtful Expression set, which is one that could be used with that With Sympathy too, because it has wonderful flowers for that. It also has like a set of papers with it, but I'm trying to I've got a theme going. So from the week before, I was showing how to use DSP. This last Wednesday, I was showing how to use up DSP. And so I have a whole bunch of this DSP left over from the Hello Irresistible. And so I'm going to be using that today too. Now this is an online exclusive, but the Thoughtful Expressions dies are page 61 of our catalog, and I'm just using the largest die here in this shape. I don't know what that shape is. It's not really an octagon, is it? I don't know. So that's what I'll be using. And then this paper, the only way you can find it, and it is available still, is if you go to my online store and look in, you can type in the search bar online exclusives and it'll pop them up and you can search through there, but that's where it's at. So because I'm doing kind of a somber card is why I picked this, and I actually picked this piece of foliage here. Did I say that right? Foliage? Foliage. So let me get out the stamp pack, and I just wanted you to see I used that Thoughtful Expressions die to cut out, and it has a stitched edging. I think this is perfect for a sympathy card in basic white. Set that there. I'm going to be using the card base as a, what is the name of this? Bill?
What?
What's the name of this? Soft Seafoam. It couldn't come to me. And then
mint green. I don't know.
Mint green is what he says. Good. That's good. Okay. That's good. So let's start.
I didn't know what you were looking at because we were behind you.
I'm going to be using all of this DSP except for just like a little bitty piece and a smidge. So put that into metrics, Nick. So let's start with the card base. We're not going to use the full card base like normal. I'm going to cut it. It's cut already here at 5.5, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the base at 5.5 again. So it's 5.5 by 5.5. Remember, you don't have to mark these down if you're signed up for my email, because I'll send it right to your inbox. All right, now while I have this out here, I'm going to go ahead and score at 4 1/4. So I'm going to move my cutting blade and just have my score blade on here. Line that up, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. Okay, let's set this aside. Then I'm going to start, and I'm just going to look at the bottom sheet. Now I have stuff that is non-directional, so when you're making this, you'll definitely want to keep that in mind to have for this layout some non-directional paper, and it's non-directional both sides. Doesn't matter which side you use it. And let's see, I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch off. So here's my inch going on this side. So we'll cut 3/4 of an inch right here, and we'll use the cutting tool. Let's set this aside. We're going to be using it. Then I'm going to do one turn, and I'm going to cut 1 inch. And then I'm going to just move it on over and cut 1 inch. Listen to you. I knew you were going to start singing the minute I said it. Okay, so now, everyone get that? Start off. Wherever you start off, cut 3/4, 1 1. That's it. Now, we're going to use almost all of the 6 by 6. So I'm going to start off, and I have one of our envelopes here. And not all envelopes have to have the back label. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to take that 3/4 edge, and I'm just going to put it right down here on the front of my envelope. So we'll set this down here. Since I'm using most of it, this is that smidge out of that 6 by 6. So I would say that's 3/4 by maybe 1/4 inch. So that's all so far that is wasted on that. Now I'm going to set this aside. Then let's bring in our, oh, what was that? I got a snarf. It's a good thing it's going to be covered. It isn't going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and fold this over, and let's burnish it down with our bone folder. And because the trimmer, I don't know what it is, it's a thing for me, so I just have to do those edges. So now we have 2 1-inch pieces here, and this one should be about 4 by 5 1/4, okay? And this is 1 by 5 1/4. So the first thing I want to do is I'm gonna put this right here on that little flap. I think this soft seafoam with this Lost Lagoon is very like somber for the occasion. Nice.
Somber.
Yeah. Okay, now on this piece, I love this piece a lot. I'm going to take it and I am going to set this down here on the background. I may have to stand up for this so I can make sure I'm doing this correctly, but I want to leave just that 1/4 inch border on here, and I want to stick that right where I want it. Then I'm going to take, this is why I said that little smudge isn't going to matter. I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue this down, holding that in the place where I want that glued, and I'm going to fold it over. So now what that does, let me give that a minute to adhere and get my edges down there. Now I've got such a cute little flap for my card with the DSP. Exciting, right? I know.
It is.
It's really exciting. Tell me you guys aren't going to try this. This is so much fun.
They love this DSP, by the way.
I do too. I like it. I mean, I know I'm a Brights girl, but from now and again, you've got to have some of your pastels. I like how you... It's like ombre for you, isn't it? Somber. Okay, so I have a piece of basic white. This is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, one of my favorite measurements. So I'm going to look at what piece here, and I think this has more color on this side, that will match that inside, because this is going to be my inside. So there's 1 inch here, so I'm going to do a little bit. I should be doing this on my silicone mat. What the heck am I thinking, people?
Oh, Cindy says she just got this paper out yesterday.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's still available.
She's watching it today.
And I absolutely love this little technique. So if you are like me, I donated a huge amount of DSP. And now you can do it if you want it going across. You can trim it down. I like the thicker, and I wanted it off to the side. So here's my smidge, and here's my, this is the only thing you waste on a 6x6. And technically, you could even use that. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and put this then on the inside. And I do like the green glue. This is the Tombow liquid glue. And what I like about it is that it adheres and it stays stuck during the height of humidity season that we will be coming up on. Can't wait. I'm a summer girl. I like summer. Summer and fall are probably, I like fall because it's pretty, but
plus it's your birthday.
Yes, that's true. But I love summer just because I've got Raynaud's disease, so I'm always cold. That's why my fingers are always purpley looking. Okay, so before we go any farther, I'm going to burnish this down again because apparently it's wanting to fly up on me. This is some of the bordered ribbon, and it is in the Lost Lagoon, which matches perfectly. I'm going to just go ahead and go all the way around, and I am not going to tie a bow. I'm going to tie a knot. So for those of you who hate to do bows, let me tell you, you don't have to do a bow. You can do a knot and get that same effect. Oh, Jackie's got a bow maker now.
Oh.
So she's she's doing bows. I can't even tease her, but you hear it, Jackie? Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah, Jackie's on because she was one of the first ones on. From Pittsburgh. Okay. I've got it a little crooked here, so let's get that straightened out. Now, if you ever run into trouble where it's not positioned right where you want it, you can move it. I love that. And then once you get it where you want it, if you're having trouble with your ribbon laying flatter or laying still for you, it's always okay to take your pick and a glue dot, and you can stick it right on. You can lay that down with a glue dot if you want to. However you want. Mess with it, fuss with it. Okay. So it's cute, right? Now let's pull out our die cut. This piece right here, I guess it depends on how you look at it. You can have this little thing kind of facing up and down, and we have grid paper, and if you were lucky enough to get one of these, we have our glass mats, which is really nice because you can do the little dimple or you can turn it one and you can do the big. Now, most projects, I like the big up top and bottom and to the side. But for this one, because I did pick the large die cut, I want to use that little one. So I have that with Sympathy, and I'm going to go with Pretty Peacock because it's in the same color family. So has anyone said that they're going to try this? Oh, yeah. Because you can see this, right? You guys can see this this could be happy birthday. This could be whatever. This can make more than just the card I'm demonstrating today. This is just what I chose. I'm out of some Sympathy cards and I want to have some around. So it's a great way to use up your DSP. I think it's wonderful. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. So I'm going to stamp this closer to the bottom, but not all the way. Let's hope I got that on straight. Give that a moment for that ink to transfer. There we go. I'm going to set this aside because in the mini catalog, we have these ephemeras, and I just want to let you know, if you guys like this and want to use this, these are on low inventory right at the moment. I'm sure they'll get them back, but I don't quote me 100%, but they're very popular. So if you want them, get them while you can. This is the paper butterfly accents. And so there's several different styles of butterflies on here, as you see, and I'm just going to take this little one here, and they're white. Why would they be white? Butterflies aren't white, right? Well, they're white because then you can
Color them.
any color you want. So I'm going to do Berry Burst. It goes very good with the color combination. Yuck. I got a little schmoots there. Have you ever cleaned your blocks? This will even pick up the little glitter. Cleans it right up. Okay, so just a little masking tape, something like that. So I'm going to take my small, and I'm going to be kind of careful because this is a little bit more delicate than even cardstock. I'm going to rub off a little bit, and I'm going to come in here and just start coloring my butterfly in. I'm going to move space because color went underneath. So I'm doing light. I'm moving it again. Okay, then I'm going to...
Matches your nails.
Does match my nails. This is some cheap stuff that I got, but it really does look like Berry Burst. See? Okay. Anyway, continuing, I added some more color on here, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to go a little bit darker, and I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to go a little bit darker. I need to pick up more color to do a little bit darker. And then I'm going to do the darkest right on that edge. Now you can do your butterfly however you want, but I'm adding some color here. And so this bill gives the ombre effect.
Ombre.
I knew you were waiting for that. So this is so you can't see that I've got this on my nails. But so now my butterfly has kind of an ombre effect from lighter to darker, yes. So it's a small blending brush and Berry Burst. Now with that said, I'm going to take it and bend it because I like to have a little bit of movement there. While that's drying, I'm just going to clean up my workspace so I continue this card with you. Isn't it fun?
It just wipes right off.
It does. I love it. Okay. Let's bring my... Is it dry? Yeah, it's dry. So we're going to bring the card back in and the sentiment. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my adhesive. Do I want to do that, or do I just want to glue dot it? Maybe I'll just glue dot it. So I'll take it and I'm just going to glue this right onto a couple glue dots so I know it's secure. In the center, they'll fit really well. And I can go ahead and set that down on my mat because it won't stick to it. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get some dimensionals. These are from that kit I made the other day. Let's pop this up. I like that Stampin' Up, when you do these kits, they send you extras. That's always awesome. Okay. So let's see what this looks like on here. I think I'm going to go right over that dead center, which is something I don't generally do, but I am going to do that. And then I think I'm going to turn this bow just a little. I think I'm going to go, oh, I glued it down, didn't I? But I'm going to move it anyway. Just a little to the side, and I can reattach that glue. Maybe a little more. Okay, we'll do that side, and then this doesn't stick, and I can come right in here and put with Sympathy right like that. And then I'm just going to kind of fold these up so it has a little dimension. Now it will flatten if you're mailing it, but if it's not like real long, it should kind of pop right up for them. All right, the other thing, I think that the best thing that Stampin' Up! Ever came out with is these adhesive back sequins. I use them. The first thing I buy when I buy this stuff off of Stampin' Up! Is these for embellishments. They mail flat. They're lightweight. I'm going to go ahead and continue with the Berry Burst, and I'm going to do a few of them. So let's start off with, we'll do one here and one here. And let's put one, I think I'll do a bigger one there, and then a smaller one maybe here. I'll go up. And so we've got 4. I need to do an odd number. Yeah, like almost like it's sprinkling a little trail of these down. I like it myself. I think it's just a really fun, creative card where you're using up that DSP in several different ways. And I'm not done with this series of using up DSP cards. So I'm going to be doing one on Wednesday, and different ways to use DSP. I'm doing them different each time. Because my favorite thing is a simple sentiment with some pretty paper. These are my favorite types of cards. This is a very simple card here. I think it's absolutely adorable and would be great for anyone. And again, if you are looking for that to lay, you can always use a glue dot to lay it down. It doesn't bug me, but I like the movement. So how many of them said that they would try this?
About 7.
That's awesome, you guys. Okay, so as we are finished with the demonstration part, I do want to remind you, especially those of you who want these measurements coming to your mailbox, sign up for my emails. The only way you can do it is you need to go to Piccadilly Stampin' without the G, so www.piccadillystampin.blogspot.com, and I will be sending this out probably this weekend so that you will be able to do the measurements and put this together with the picture. Be sure to like, comment if you like this. Comments really help push me out there, and I do appreciate that. Online exclusives. That paper that I used tonight, the 6x6 DSP, that is only found on the online exclusives. This one is called Hello Irresistible. It has absolutely beautiful papers in more of a pattern that would be kind of soft if you're looking for that. But we also have some new stuff, and I have used this a couple of times. I do have another demonstration coming up with this. It's super, super fun to use. And there's more items. I did look today because I knew I was going to be talking about this. The Magnolia bundle that is sold out will be back in this month. I think it was the week of the 18th. So I'm going to be jumping on that to make sure that I get that. Also, if you purchase from me and you use my current host code and you spend more than $80 before tax and shipping, you can earn a free stamp pack from me, which is going to be a simple DSP card. It's going to have all the pre-cut cardstock for you and the DSP. All you need is some sort of a sentiment stamp that you can put with it. And then that way and ink, and that way you can send these to, you can make a card pack to give as a gift. It's just a thank you that that I've been doing for a while now, and it seems to be a big seller. So if you're interested in that. So was there any questions, Bill?
No.
Okay.
I loved it.
All right.
The card.
Well, I appreciate you guys allowing me to come and share some stuff with you. That's my main goal. And we will see you next Wednesday, 7 p.m. I will do a fun a pocket card. I've got a pocket card using, if you like purples, you're going to love this card because it uses about every purple we have. It's with the perennial set. And then Friday I'll be doing another way to use DSP. So we'll see you then Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Next Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. All right. Have a great weekend, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.